Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Out of Bounds podcast. We are back with episode 47, recap of week 6 very briefly, and then we'll get into our picks on week 7. So it is unfortunate that the Colts beat the Jags, where that was a pick Matt and I disagreed with, which made Matt go 3-0, and that made me go 2-1. It's
Still
unfortunate.
standing. Yeah.
All right. So that brings us currently for the entire season. I am 4-5 and Matt is 6-3. However, by the end of this season, I will have a winning record and I'll be ahead of Matt. Mark my words.
You not have a winning record.
No, I just told you I'm 4-5.
Wow.
I do have a winning record in our family prediction thing. So, here's the thing. Also, I I would say I have a winning record in terms of betting, but I don't. But that's also because I take a lot of risky bets when they do like those free bet promotions. So that's like the only reason why I don't think I have a winning record. However, I do have a winning dollar record. So that's all that matters in terms of betting. All right, let's go into it. So Commanders beat. I think we talked about that, didn't we? In the last week one because we filmed it on a Friday. So we
Yeah.
had to have talked about the Commanders and Bears game. All right. So Colts beat Jags. That was sad. Patriots destroyed the Browns, which was Bailey Zappi. I mean, I think
For
I
my
was the
picks.
only one that saw this coming with
What do
Bailey
you
Zappi
mean?
being amazing. What are you
I
talking about?
remember. I was looking through our text today, me and John, and I sent him a couple of days before the draft. I said, "Yo, Eagles should draft Bailey Zappi in the fourth round."
Who did we even take in the fourth round? Was that Grant Calaterra dude or whatever, the tight end? Because we took N'Kobe Dean in the third, Cam Jurgens in the second, and Jordan Davis in the first, and then we traded the other first to get A.J. Brown. Or did we trade that fourth round pick along with the first to get A.J. Brown? Because I know they also traded an additional pick along with the first.
It would have like nothing. We just didn't have a fourth round pick.
Oh.
At the time, we did.
That was probably what we traded to the Titans to get A.J. Brown along with the first. All right, and what really ticked me off this past weekend was the Falcons being the 49ers because I made a bet that the 49ers would win. I blamed the loss on Jeff Wilson and the fact that I didn't know this when I placed the bet that the 49ers had like 8 starters out that week. So that definitely played a huge part. And how about the Jets having a huge win over the Packers? I mean, the Packers aren't that great of a team this year, but the Jets are really rolling with Zach Wilson, who is a dog. And I believe that's pretty much the only exciting thing. Oh, except for how about them birds? The Eagles are flying high. We beat the Dallas Cowboys at home. And now we are 6-0 heading into the bye week, the only undefeated team. And guess what? Next week when we're doing this video, we're still going to be undefeated because we're not playing anyone this week. And I wish we were because that makes my Sundays a whole lot more exciting. However, I'll still be able to watch some games, probably some really boring games though, because they usually show us like Giants games or Commanders games whenever
It's
there's
always
an Eagles
like,
game going
"Hey,
on.
watch the Steelers." I'm like, I don't want to watch the Steelers.
Yeah, wait, we didn't have the Steelers game though this past week.
No, we didn't.
The only
Or no,
ones
we did.
we
We did. We did. We did. We did.
What are you talking about?
We had the Steelers.
Oh, I forgot because you got cable, I don't. So the only way I'm able to watch CBS is I have to either watch it on my phone or on my cuz my TV I just connect to my laptop and that's how I portray the games. The only way I can see CBS is if I have Paramount Plus, which I don't. So if any listener wants to lend me their Paramount Plus, please email me using the email that we have that you can find in the description of whether you're watching some podcasts or on YouTube, please email me your lock-in. Thank you. I would really appreciate being able to watch CBS games on my TV. With that being said, all right, let's get into week 7. Tonight, the Saints are facing the Cardinals. I don't know whether or not I will have this video out by the time they face off. Hopefully, I do. Matt, you said you were going to bet on this game. I'll let you go first.
What?
Are you still going to bet on this? Or you didn't not bet? I mean, is this going to be one of your top 3 locks? Because last week you said if we film the episode before the game, you were going to lock in the Saints for this week.
Jalen ain't playing, or Jameis ain't playing, so I ain't doing nothing. I
thought you said you were
fishy
going to
going on,
lock it.
though.
You didn't say whether or not Jameis played, so I think you should lock it anyway.
It's kind of, yeah, nah, I don't want, I mean, I could get a free win, but I don't want to.
You don't even think the Saints are going to win tonight.
No, I don't. Fine, do you want me to do it? Do you want me to... Let me make sure Jameis isn't playing.
He's not playing.
Please,
At least
Jameis.
FanDuel doesn't think he's going to play
It's
because they have
wedding
Andy
tonight.
Dalton in the wagers.
Is Jameis wasn't playing tonight? With no full practice yet. They've not had full practice as...
All right. Well, do you want to go first or shall I?
You can go first.
You just want me to go first because you don't know who you're going to be picking. But that's
I have
okay.
no idea who I'm going to be picking.
My first lock of the week. Give me the Jets beating the Broncos at Sunday 4:05. Come on, the Jets have been riding high. They're not going to bow down to Russell Wilson and the Broncos. That horrible team. Russell Wilson ain't producing. None of his players are producing, quite frankly. And the Jets are soaring high. I think they're going to continue. Breece Hall, I hope you continue giving me a whole lot of fantasy points. Let's go with the Jets.
Wow. Man, I really should look at these ahead of time. Fine, I'll go for it. You want me to bet on it? Fine.
Yeah.
The Cardinals will beat the Saints tonight.
Oh, you're flip-flopping.
DeAndre Hopkins playing his first game of the year. Comes in, helps Kyler Murray do well for once, and they get the win over the Saints.
I tried to scam the guy who has DeAndre Hopkins in our fantasy league by offering him Deontay Johnson, and he declined it, which is kind of upsetting. I was hoping I could scam him. All right. So you think the Cardinals are going to be the Saints? I think so too. So my second lock, I'm taking the Bengals to beat the Falcons. All right, the Falcons beat the 49ers. That was depleted of their starters. All right. However, now they're going to Cincinnati to face the Bengals. Joey B is starting to get into rhythm with his receivers. He missed pretty much the entire training camp. So that's why they had a little bit of a rough start. I think that Jamar Chase is going to go off again like he did last week. The Bengals defense is pretty good, although they don't have any huge name players on that defense. But I think it'll be enough to stop Marcus Mariota and that very low-end receiving core. Everyone needs to stop telling me that Kyle Pitts is a great tight end because he's not, and all of you need to start respecting Dallas Goedert as a top 3 tight end because it's really ticking me off that he doesn't get his due. All right, what's your second lock?
You know, I was gonna do one, and then I'm like, he's just gonna sell again. And people could probably maybe pick out what I was talking about. But I'm going to go, as my pick, I'm going to go Geno Cooking Smith to beat the Chargers away.
Oh, wow.
That is the upset pick of the week. And I don't know, there's a swagger. There's a swagger from the Seahawks right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
beat the
definitely.
Cardinals, which was one of my picks.
I want to apologize for Gino for calling him the worst quarterback entering this season. So, there's a few people I could choose from right now. I was thinking about doing the Buccaneers beating the Panthers, because that'd be an easy one. However, because, intermediate coach, they hardly win much games. However,
Yep, Rob Thompson.
hey, that's true. The Phillies were, although they did do very badly last night because the pitching uh, decided to wet the bed. I will be choosing the Monday night game, Bears and Patriots. I'm choosing the Patriots to beat the Bears at home. Bailey Zappi is cooking. He may be better than Mac Jones. Like I said earlier, I saw Bailey Zappi doing great, which is why when Matt and I started playing Madden earlier this season, I was the Lions. This game, I don't publish this game onto YouTube, which I should start doing my Texans one again. I had Jared Goff. I traded him away for I forget what I got. I think I even traded him to the Patriots for Bailey Zappi and like some draft pick. But yeah, I think Bailey Zappi's a fantastic quarterback. He's definitely doing better than Jared Goff this year. So yeah, and those are my three locks. Matt, what is your final lock?
Oh, you know, no, I can't do it to myself. I can't bring myself to do it.
Hmm.
I'm going to go once again, riding with the G-men,
I
the
was
New York
gonna.
Football Giants,
I was thinking
to
about
beat the
that one.
Jacksonville Jaguars on the road. Tough game. I mean, these aren't gimmies.
What are you talking about? The Jags have been doing awful this year. They're 2-4. They just lost to the terrible Indianapolis Colts.
I
The
mean,
Colts, Matt. The Colts. Matt pooping Ryan.
yeah, but who did you expect the Giants to be this good? No, neither did I. So we're gonna ride with it, and we're gonna ride them to 6-1.
I'm sick of hearing about the Giants' success. Like, obviously, us Eagles are doing better than them. But I have a friend who's a Giants fan, and he doesn't shut up. He was saying, Matt, you're even in this chat. He was like, don't be surprised when the Giants beat you guys in the playoffs. It's like, shut up. No, they're not gonna beat us in the playoffs. We haven't even faced off yet. I'm ready for this matchup. I'm ready to put him down. Come on, Eagles. Come on, Jalen. Come on, AJ. Come on, Darius. My mistake. Big play Slay. He doesn't like the name Darius. Also, CJ Gardner Johnson was completely ripped of Defensive Player of the Week. This was the first week in NFL history this season in which an Eagles player did not
NFL
make
history this
player.
season.
Yes, because it is. It's
Couldn't you
true.
just said in this NFL like why'd you have to go in NFL history this season?
This was the first week in which an Eagles player did not make it player of the week, and it is very sad to say the least because CJ Gardner Johnson completely deserved it. He showed out on Sunday Night Football. So, those are our picks. Do we have anything else to say? I just saw a notification that Aaron Rodgers is a full participant today, and Jahan Dotson is limited. Talking about the Commanders. By the way, I was thinking about choosing the Packers over the Commanders because the Commanders do not have Wentz. However, when a new quarterback enters the scene, usually that quarterback does well for the first game or two. So, I don't know.
Is literally Taylor Heineke.
Yeah, I know. So they do have some tape on him, so I don't know. But then again, the Packers have been garbage. So I don't know. I do not know. Oh, look, the Texans are facing the Raiders this week in my Madden
Oh yeah, well let me
franchise.
say one more thing. J-Goat, when he returns, we will be ready for you.
Who?
J-Goat.
Jacob?
Mm.
Who are we talking about?
James Winston
Oh
is
my god.
an MVP.
I was thinking like you were referring to some Phillies player. I was like, wait, we don't have like a big guy injured. Nonetheless, anyone by the who names begins with J. So like, who are you talking about? Or whatever. You know, this is like the first year in a long time in which the Eagles haven't had a significant injury or big player miss a good amount of time.
Or don't
Who
stop
keeps?
saying that.
What are you talking about?
Because they're gonna get someone injured during the practice.
But when have I said this before? So,
It just happens.
okay,
When you say
keeping my
something,
fingers
it's gonna
crossed.
happen.
All right. All right, so that is going to be the end of the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this week. Reason why we aren't doing 2 videos a week now is because, like we said when we came back from break, life happens, and yeah, so that is why. Also because Matt is too busy for me nowadays, even though my time is much more precious than yours because I am much more busy than you. Let's be completely honest.
Then how am I too busy for you?
Because I make time. That's why all the women love me because they're like, "Oh, John, you made time for me. Oh my gosh, with your busy schedule." And I'm like, "Yeah, baby." No, seriously though, like I make time for everyone. People are like, "Damn." Like I'm a very busy man, I ain't gonna lie. But I put time aside for stuff I care about and for the people I care about. You know,
Thanks.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the podcast. Anyway. No, but like I drove 2 hours just to see a woman for 1 hour. So, you tell me who is the real hero? I am. I am the hero that Gotham needs, but not the one it deserves. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I just keep running my mouth and you're not gonna say anything?
I mean, what am I supposed to say? You're literally saying I'm Batman because I drove 2 hours to go visit a girl for 1 hour, which is just
I don't know if it was for 1 hour. I think I did stay overnight. By 2 hours, I mean 1 hour there, one on the way back. But after, like,
he's just making it up. He's like, I
what?
saved a baby from a burning building. Well, I saw one in a house. It wasn't burning though.
What are you talking about? I'm not making that stuff up. I
You're just
literally
exaggerating. You're like,
I'm
I
not
saved.
exaggerating. When it was an hour there and an hour and like a half back. So altogether, that's more than 2 hours.
Good for you,
But I
brother.
think I have done it for just 1 hour. Let me think. Have I driven? No, I don't think it. I don't think it was for 1 hour, but I definitely driven like for one day. Like that was an hour, two and back. Uh, I even driven like 2 hours one way and 2 hours back. Uh, but that was when I was visiting a bunch of friends. But it was only like a 6 hour time. Hmm. Like we spent the day for 6 hours. This I don't know what we're even talking about at this point. Let's just
I
end the
don't know
episode.
either, man.
I
You're
just
just
wanted to see
rambling.
if you like would stop me from saying anything, but nah.
No,
Even
I
though
don't, bro.
I am a hero. Let's be honest, everyone. The podcast runs through me. Not only do I talking about women, a bunch are texting me right now. Pff, such a ladies man. I'm still hurting over that last one, so
Good
I ain't
for you,
getting into
man.
a relationship anytime soon. Anyway, uh, I just need time for myself, you know. Even though I'm there for people, I'm there for everyone. I don't got a whole lot of time. I work, I do school, I do the podcast, I work
Why we
out
do one episode for an hour?
because we would do more, but you're not available. So,
Brother, that
brother,
ain't true.
what are you talking about? You work 3 days a week. Same amount of days I work, mind you.
It's mostly Sunday.
And
Like,
also, my
I
shifts
school
are longer
5
than
days a week.
yours. I have school 5 days a week.
I mean,
And I work the same amount of days as you. My shifts are even longer, mind you.
okay, yeah, but if they're in the morning, then are they really like?
Oh, you want to wake up at 6 or 5 a.m.? Huh? Huh?
I do wake up at 6 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. I would much rather work at night, bro. You have it easy. You get out at like, what, 7:30? It's barely night at that point.
It's the middle of the night.
Yeah, I worked that exact same job as you, and they loved me there. Everyone there loved me. What's that song that goes, Everybody Loves Me? I think that's by Don McLean. Everybody loves me, baby.
What's that meme? They're like, they love me.
Oh, it's the Spider-Man meme when he's standing on top
Yeah.
of the building, and he's like,
It's like,
they love me.
love me.
Surprised no one like took a picture of his identity, bro. The amount of times he's taken off his face where someone could steal his identity. That happens so often.
Yeah, they're gonna
in
steal the
movies.
identity.
They're gonna imagine identity theft on a superhero. That had to have happened in some cartoon of a superhero TV show. Do you know the amount of animated Batman
Bro.
TV shows there have been?
Daredevil.
Daredevil. Oh yeah. I mean, but that they weren't stealing Matthew Murdock's identity. That's what I was talking about. Like, we've seen multiple times where like bad guys will pretend to be the good guy, you know? That happened in a lot of Batman ones, I remember. They had like this mirror dimension. Oh, even Mirror Master. He could make copies of people. And then like lock
for
them in
him, bro.
mirrors. In the Flash.
What does that end?
I don't
Where's the
know.
final season come out?
I stopped caring a long time ago. I can't believe that people still watch that, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, that's the end of this week, guys. Hope you guys liked us riffing on each other at the end there. And we will see you next time. See you later.
James is the GOAT.
No.